Welcome. Namaste. My name is Natalie Sari. I'm a physiologist, kinesiologist, and I offer exercise and yoga therapy. Yoga isn't just for someone that's injured or somebody that is super fit, super active. Yoga can be for anyone. There are many different forms of yoga and different components that one could practice, not just in a class, but in their everyday life. Today we'll talk a little bit about what yoga really is, its benefits, and how you can apply it into your everyday life. I was reading an article a few days ago. It says that over 200 million people are practicing yoga across the world today. And this practice is an ancient practice for many, many years ago that originated from India. And it's made it all this way to all corners of the world. People that work in offices, athletes, and even within kids in schools. There's the obvious benefits of yoga that encompass exercise with respect to the physical activity. This is called the asana, or the yoga postures. Secondly, another common practice is what's called pranayama, which is the breathing practice. And then the third that I think more and more people are trying to practice and integrate into their lives is the practice of dhyana, which is meditation. One of the key components or principles of yoga is mindfulness. Have you ever been in such a rush driving to work that you completely forget everything that you saw on the way there? Sometimes even driving by your destination as you're on autopilot, heading in a direction that you don't even realize until later. Or having a little snack and eating it so quickly you forget what it tasted like and barely enjoyed it at all. Those are examples of mindlessness, which unfortunately a lot of us practice unconsciously. The world today has conditioned us that more is better, that multitasking is a good quality. It's conditioned our brains. Our brains are really smart, and they develop habits, bad habits as well. Through the practice of yoga, through mindfulness, we learn to slow down and become present. To be able to stop and truly be present is a practice, a never-ending practice. Our minds are preoccupied with either thinking in the past, thinking in the future, or in the present moment. But for most people, we're stuck between these two places. The past, thinking about what we could have done differently, what we wish we would have done, what we did. The future, worrying about what could happen, what could be. And during that time, with our minds preoccupied in thought of past and present, we can miss what's really happening right in front of us. Even simple things like driving to work, having a snack, or even more importantly, when we're having a conversation with somebody we care about. The practice of presence is a wonderful quality for us to cultivate. The practice of yoga, through the physical practice, the asana, the breathing practice, the pranayama, can help us get to a state where we're able to sit in dhyana, in meditation. And once we reach that state, we're able to create greater stillness within the mind, stilling the turbulence of thoughts, so that we're able to sit in simplicity without the distraction of all that clutter upstairs in our minds. Once we're able to sit in the stillness, really profound things can happen. Epiphanies, insight, and connection with our higher selves. In the work that I do with individuals with various conditions, it isn't just the physical rehab of their physical body. We also work on some of these injuries or conditions within the mind. Over time, with physical practice, breathing, sitting with self, a person is able to get to know themselves again, get to know themselves better, and make changes in their physical body as well as their mind. Noticing when you're in a rush, when you have too much on your plate, when you're feeling overwhelmed, being able to stop just for a moment to essentially just to reset, to come back to the present moment and to yourself. We all know that until we take care of ourselves, how can we take care of other people? Being able to slow down and be present is a tool that will benefit us for the rest of our lives. Today we'll practice just that. A quick mini yoga break of mindfulness. Please take a comfortable seat. You may sit as you are now in the chair that you're in. You may sit against a wall, or if it feels better to stand, you can also stand. Take a few moments to soften your body. Close your eyes. Move a little bit if you need to. Adjust your posture. As you settle into the stillness, the only movement will be that of the breath. And this might be the first moment today that you've stopped to notice your breath. As you've stopped to pay attention to notice the breath, you're now practicing mindfulness. Lengthen the breath out. Make it smooth and easy as it flows in through the nose, out through the nose. If you have a bit of a cold, if you're congested, feel free to breathe gently out the mouth. As you breathe, notice where you feel the breath traveling to within the body. In through the nose, into the lungs, notice what moves within you. The belly, the ribs, maybe even a little up into the chest wall. And as you exhale, notice what happens. The shoulders relax a little more, shoulder blades, the ribs draw in towards center. Notice how with each breath, with each exhalation, you can relax the body a little more. Make the breath a touch louder now so that you can hear the sound of your own breath. Notice the spaces in between the breath. The small pause at the top of the inhale. And as you exhale, once you've exhaled completely, there's a subtle pause there too. These spaces, these pauses are pure stillness, pure awareness, where you're no longer coming or going. At this point, things may come to you, thoughts may pop up in the mind. It's only natural. But as you recognize thoughts coming in, distracting you from your meditation, simply let them go as you exhale. Allow it to float away. Allow the inhale to draw you back into your present moment, right here, right now. Slowly begin to move your body. It may be a release of the head, chin towards chest. Slowly rising up through the head, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears, rolling them back and down, leaning back, rounding the spine, gently lifting the chest, arching the back. Gently inviting movement into the body, noticing what you feel, paying attention, presence. Softly blink your eyes open. And notice the change of your inner state as just a few moments in stillness with awareness to the breath creates a sense of calm within a very short period of time. It has a direct effect on our parasympathetic nervous system, calming the body. I encourage you to practice a short breathing meditation for a few moments at the end of your day, when you're lying in bed before you fall asleep. This may even help you fall asleep. Allow your breathing practice to be a gateway to your internal world where you explore yourself, get to know yourself better, releasing stress and worry so that you can enjoy everyday life with clarity. Thank you. Namaste.